Come on, yeah, get ready for the handshake. Okay.
I know. I feel like I ought to go there. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Smile, everybody.
Good. Nice to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Now you all do not sound like you are at a commencement convocation. Let's try this again. Good morning. That's excellent. Welcome to the 2013 Commencement Convocation of Harris-Stowe State University. We are delighted to have you with us on this joyous occasion. My name is Dr. Michelle McClure, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Harris-Stowe State University, and your Grand Marshal for this year's commencement ceremony. To properly honor the achievements of our graduates, we are asking for your support and cooperation in providing an experience in which both joy and dignity pervade. Members of the Gateway Battalion, ROTC, will now post the colors. At this time, I ask that you please welcome Mr. Matthew Wright, valedictorian for the classes of 2012-2013, who is carrying the university official mace. Mr. Wright will place the mace in its proper place on stage. You got it? Excellent job. At the sounding of the trumpets, Dr. Joyce Eisel and Dr. Ronaldo Anderson, this year's honorary marshals, will escort faculty and staff, emeritus faculty, members of the Board of Regents, platform guests, and President Walker. And now the marshals will escort the graduating classes of 2012, 2013 into the auditorium. It is now my pleasure to introduce Evangelist Tracy Cannon, Greater Pentecostal Church of God, who will pronounce the invocation. Immediately following the invocation, please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be sung by Ronnie Harris, member of the Harris-Stowe State University Concert Chorale. Lyrics are printed on the back of your program. Ms. Cannon.
The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell therein. For he hath founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the floods. Who shall ascend unto the hill of the Lord, or who shall stand in his holy place? He that hath clean hands and a pure heart, who hath not lifted up his soul to vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. He shall receive the blessing from the Lord, and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of those who seek him. This is the generation of those who seek the face of God. Heavenly Father, we acknowledge your presence here today. We bless your name because you're holy. We thank you for your power. We thank you for your might. We acknowledge, God, that every soul here is yours. And by your grace, we have come to this place, God. And before we move forward, we say thank you. We say thank you for your greatness to us. We say thank you because you're a great and a mighty God. We pray your blessings upon this ceremony, upon every student, upon all of the faculty, all dignitaries, from the president to the very last student who will cross this stage. And we ask you to have your way, be glorified, be magnified, God, upon this ceremony, in this place today. We ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Before we proceed, once again, we are asking for your support and your cooperation in providing a wonderful experience in which both joy and dignity can pervade. So we are asking at this time, we know that there are many people who are so happy for their loved ones who are graduating. But in order for joy and dignity to pervade in this ceremony, we will ask that you please refrain from shouting and yelling so that we may proceed with the program. At this time, we ask for the University Concert Chorale to sing "Let There Be Peace on Earth," directed by Dr. Rosalind England Henry, Professor of Music. Everyone, please be seated. I would like to introduce members of the Board of Regents and our platform party. Please hold your applause until each name has been called. To my right, Ms. Thelma V. Cook, Chairwoman of the University's Board of Regents. Ms. Deborah Hollingsworth, Vice President for External Affairs, AT&T Missouri, and member of the Board of Regents. Ms. Christine Chadwick, Executive Director of Focus St. Louis, and member of the Board of Regents. Mr. Reginald Dixon, Chairman, Buford, Dixon, Harper, and Sparrow, Incorporated, and member of the Board of Regents. The university's longtime legal counsel, Attorney Tom Mickus of Mickus Goldman, LLC, Attorneys at Law. President Emeritus, Dr. Henry Givens, Jr. Once again, Evangelist Tracy Cannon, Greater Pentecostal Church of God, and Mr. Matthew Wright, valedictorian for the classes of 2012-2013. Let's give our outstanding platform guests a round of applause. Thank you so much. Now, please join me in welcoming our platform guests to my left. Again, please hold your applause until all names have been introduced. They are Dr. Albert L. Walker, President; Mr. Anthony Thompson, CEO and Chairman of the Board, Kwame Building Group, and today's keynote speaker, and one of today's honorary doctorates. Attorney Wayman F. Smith III, Chairman of the Smith Partnership, Chairman Emeritus of the university's Board of Regents, and one of today's honorary doctorates. Mr. Charles Hessel, Director Emeritus of the St. Louis Zoo, Vice Chairman Emeritus of the Harris-Stowe Board of Regents, and one of today's honorary doctorates. Dr. Dwayne Smith, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mrs. Constance Gully, Executive Vice President of Business and Financial Affairs, and Mr. Virgil Pearson, Senior Class Representative. Let's give these distinguished people a warm round of applause. We are honored to have with us former members of the Board of Regents, elected and appointed officials, alumni, emeritus faculty and staff, and corporate and business leaders. Let me now introduce a very distinguished body, the Harris-Stowe State faculty and staff. Let's give them a round of applause. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the distinguished members of the Harris-Stowe State University 2012-2013 graduating class. Graduates, please stand. You all may be seated. At this time, it is my honor to present Dr. Albert L. Walker, President of Harris-Stowe State University, who will bring welcoming remarks. Dr. Walker.
Dr. McClure, thank you very much. Good morning, and congratulations to all of our graduates. For the family members that are here, I want you now to give the loudest applause that you can to these graduates right now. I want to the class of 2013, I'm sure they are very proud of all of you that are the guests because you represent the individuals who have written the checks. You've insisted that perhaps when they were freshmen, you said to them, you're going to go to someone's college or university. And at the same time, they were the ones that pushed you when you felt like quitting. I think right now you probably feel that this is the greatest day of your life, and I'm sure those persons feel the same way. To our graduates, and I'll make this short, I want to just remind you of some things. First, surround yourself with people who can help you. I want you to be judged by the company you keep, and that will be always good company. I want you to develop a plan for where you're going. There's an expression that if you don't have a plan for where you're going, when you get there, you won't know that you've arrived. And I want you to start planning now. I want every person graduating today and every mother, father, cousin, uncle, aunt, uncle to get a mentor or to be a mentor to these students and to each other. Because at some time in our lives, all of us need that extra hand and that guidance to keep us on the right track. I want you to do something else for the graduates. I want you to find a hobby or something that you can do that you enjoy, where you don't have to be with a crowd of 50 people, but something that you can enjoy. It could mean just simply reading a good book or going out with the best of friends. Just a few other things I want you to keep in mind. I'm sure you're going to memorize all of these. I want you to find and pursue your passion. Find and pursue your passion. That thing that motivates you to want to be great, that motivates you to do the very best that you can. I want you to do whatever is necessary for you to lift yourself up and to bring others with you. Because beside all of this, you did not get where you are today alone. Remember the people that got you here. I want you to be persistent at whatever you do. I never forget, I told my mother once when I was freshman year in college, I said, Mom, I'm not quite ready to go. I'm tired, and my leg is hurt and this. And she said, Albert, I'm going to tell you something. I did not give birth to a quitter, and you're not going to quit now. I want you to remember that for yourselves. And for parents, I want you to remind your child, your cousin or relative that they must be persistent. I want you to do as much as you can, but I want you to remember that you're never going to be perfect. But I want you to be ahead of what is second best. Because if you keep trying and trying hard enough, you'll eventually get as close to perfect as possible. Finally, I want you to think that you can, because when you think that you can, chances are you can and you will. But more importantly, I want you to believe in yourself and pray to your God or to those persons that inspire you to always let you do your best and to bring others along with you. Good luck to all of you. I welcome and greet all of you, and to the parents and others that have gotten our students to this level. May God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the chairwoman of Harris-Stowe State University Board of Regents, Mrs. Thelma Cook. Chairwoman Cook.
Thank you, Dr. McClure. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fine-looking group of graduates. I tell you, look out, world. Here they come. As I look out over your bright, hopeful faces, I swell with pride. for the institution, for its students, and for you. We know that you, members of the classes of 2012, 2013, have worked very, very hard to get to this day. And that challenge has made it all the more worthwhile and exciting. At least it should be worthwhile and exciting. You now have something that's worth a great deal more than money, believe it or not. You have the knowledge and the skills that will enable you to take on serious challenges in your life and to stick with them. Dr. Walker just talked about perseverance, and stick with them until you have won. You have the knowledge that you are graduating from an institution which has a great and distinguished heritage, and a truly dedicated president, faculty, and staff. With your experience and knowledge, you should have a level of confidence that will enable you to achieve anything you want. Wear that confidence, hold that knowledge and those skills with pride and dignity throughout the rest of your life. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Regents of Harris-Stowe State University, I want you to know that we are very proud of you. We congratulate you on a job well done. Our thoughts and prayers and best wishes go with you as you move on to the next stage of this exciting journey we call life. We are expecting great things from you. We are expecting great things from you. We are expecting great things from you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Chairwoman Cook. We appreciate your wonderful words. Now, we will hear from the valedictorian of the classes of 2012-2013, Mr. Matthew Wright.
I'd like to thank Dr. McClure for that warm introduction and offer my own warm welcome on behalf of the entire class of 2012-2013. In addition, I would like to recognize the parents, family, friends, faculty, staff, administration, and Board of Regents members who are in attendance today. Today, I would like to talk to all of you about opportunities. Opportunities present themselves each and every day. However, we do not always see these opportunities, or we see them and simply fail to take advantage of them. I am standing here today because I chose to take advantage of an opportunity. Please allow me to tell you my story. If someone would have told me 5 years ago that I would be valedictorian of Harris-Stowe State University, I would not have believed it. 5 years ago, I was not sure where I was going to continue my college education. What I did know is that I enjoyed playing soccer, and playing at the collegiate level was always one of my dreams. I also knew I wanted to go to a college or university where I actually knew my professors and they would know who I am. I did not want to be another number, just another face on campus. When looking at various schools where I could pursue my education, Harris-Stowe was mentioned to me, and I decided to check it out. After meeting with Coach Hartwig and playing with some of the players on the team, I decided that this was the place where I wanted to get my bachelor's degree. I took advantage of an opportunity that I did not know existed until just a few months prior to graduating from high school. Did Harris-Stowe meet my expectations and desires for what I wanted for my college experience? Yes, it did. First of all, I was able to play soccer at the collegiate level. I have been a member of the team for the past 5 years, and I have been fortunate to be honored for my accomplishments as part of the team. For example, I have received the NAIA Daktronics Scholar Athlete Award for the past 2 years, been named Academic All-Conference for the past 3 years, named to the NSCAA Scholar All-Region team, and received the Dennis Cody Memorial Award from Harris-Stowe. Dennis Cody was an inspirational player on and off the field who passed away before his time. This award is given to the player who reflects character and commitment for the good of the team and the university. Without taking the opportunity of playing at Harris-Stowe, I probably would not have received these recognitions. As far as the ability of knowing my instructors is concerned, I can definitely say that everyone at Harris-Stowe is somewhat like a family. Somehow we all become familiar with each other. I have instructors who I had my freshman year who still remember my name and speak to me whenever we see each other. I have never had a class where the instructor did not know the names of the students in the classroom, and that made me feel part of the university. This ability to know others extends beyond the classroom. The people who work in the offices, the coaches, and the athletic director all know me by name, and that is pretty amazing. I do not believe that this happens on all college campuses. Harris-Stowe has a family atmosphere and became my home. We're all proud of ourselves for having made it through college, but we're also sad to leave some of our friends and favorite professors in order to enter the real world. These experiences would have never have happened had I not taken a chance on an opportunity that was presented to me. By taking advantage of opportunities, we have the chance of receiving great things. Now that I am graduating from college, I do not know what lies ahead in my life, but I do know I will seek out opportunities and take advantage of them and see what awaits me. So where does this leave us today? As people standing on the precipice of an uncertain future, with our stronghold coming from within, the confidence of knowing that we can indeed shape our future lives and lives of those around us. We'll always have parents and mentors to help us along, but now the strength has to come from within. We must seek out opportunities, recognize them, and take advantage of them when they are presented to us. When taking advantage of opportunities, you can receive rewards that you never knew existed. I would like to end with a quote from Tom Brokaw, television journalist and author. "You are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as a ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. And we will, each in our own way. Thank you, and good luck."
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Each year, our valedictorians come up with some amazing and inspiring words that make us so proud of who they are, a Harris-Stowe State University graduate. Let's give him another round of applause. And now, we will hear from Mr. Virgil Pearson, Harris-Stowe State University Senior Class Representative. Mr. Pearson.
Members of the Harris-Stowe State University Board of Regents, President Walker, administration, faculty, staff, honored guests, and fellow graduates. Good morning. Dr. McClure, thank you for that warm introduction. I want to thank the family and friends who are here today on this very special occasion. We all are gathered here today to celebrate an accomplishment that came to fruition because we worked hard and we believed in ourselves. This afternoon, I would like to share my thoughts on how to keep on believing. These past years here at Harris-Stowe, we have finished the race that ended up with each one of us earning our degrees today. What I mean by referring to our journey as a race is better described as a biblical scripture that says, "The race is not given to the swift or to the strong, but to he that endures to the end." Now, during this race, we spent long hours in study, writing papers, listening to lectures, some of us even working a full-time job while supporting a family and going to school full-time. But during this race, we kept on believing. Now, keep in mind, the road wasn't easy. By far, we've had many challenges. One such challenge representing giving up because life seemed so unfavorable. Another came in from choosing to go to work rather than going to class. But you kept running because you believed. During this race, some of us had to take a water break to revitalize our bodies so that we could finish because we believed that we could make it to the end. As we complete this race, because another one is about to begin when we leave here today, let us not forget the people who cheered you on to finish. The ones who said, no matter how long the race may seem or how hard it is to keep on track and keep on believing because the finish line wasn't far away. Let us not forget our lessons we have learned from the integrity we've gained through perseverance while running, the good times that outweighed the bad, and the happy times that far outnumbered the sad. Most of all, let us not forget our loved ones who have coached us through a spiritual vessel, giving us a foundation of motivation and hope. I know I can personally say my grandmother did this just for me. Now, to those who criticized, said that you weren't going to make it, those who tried to trip you along the way, people who said that you wouldn't amount to anything, those formerly known as naysayers. Don't be mad or bitter. Just spread the knowledge and tell them to start believing. While we are completing this phase of our schooling, never forget where you came from. I'm going to say that again. Never forget where you came from. As you go out and start your jobs in different areas across the world, remember Harris-Stowe State University, the university that believed in you. Return often and give back to continue the building of this great community in which you will always be a member of. Participate in homecoming events, alumni week, attend programs, and sometimes even come back and mentor, so that the current and future students will experience and see true examples of what someone crosses the finish line as ourselves, as a Hornet is made of. As prospective competitors in the real world and a very tough job market, I say to each of us, the race we have completed was only the preliminaries, and additional goals may seem a ways off. Remember, keep on believing, and never give up. The reward only comes to those who endure the struggle to the end. The graduating class of 2013 is proud to provide a $500 brick to be included in our history and that of the university. As I take my seat, may God bless you and may God keep you. But remember, keep on believing.
Thank you, Mr. Pearson. Let's give him another round of applause. At this time, Harris-Stowe State University Junior, Miss Angela Sutherland, will grace us with a song. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Sutherland, who will perform I Believe. She will be accompanied by a graduating senior, Mr. Virgil Pearson.
Have you ever reached the rainbow's end? And did you find your pot of gold? Ever catch a shooting star? And how high did you soar? Ever feel like you were dreaming just to find that you're awake, and all the magic that's around you will lift you up and guide you on your way. I could see it in the stars among the sky. I dreamt 100,000 dreams before. Now I finally realize. You see, I've waited all my life for this moment to arrive. And finally, I believe. Have you ever caught a shooting star? And how far did you climb? Ever catch a shooting star? And how far did you soar? Ever feel like you were dreaming just to find that you're awake, and all the magic that's around you will lift you up and guide you on your way? I could see it in the stars among the sky. I dreamt 100,000 dreams before. Now I finally realize. You see, I've waited all my life for this moment to arrive. And finally, I believe in the impossible. If I reach deep in my heart, overcoming every obstacle, won't let this dream fall apart. You see, I strive to be my very best, shine my light for all to see. 'Cause anything is possible. Anything is possible when you believe. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey! Love keeps lifting me higher. Oh, love keeps lifting me higher. Love keeps lifting me higher. Anything is possible. Said anything is possible. I could see it in the stars across the sky. I dreamt 100,000 dreams before. Now I finally realize. You see, I've waited all my life for this moment to arrive. And finally, I believe. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Sutherland and Mr. Pearson, for such an inspiring and beautiful performance. If you have not seen it today, please note that we are family here at Harris-Stowe State University, and this is a major major family affair that is occurring this afternoon that you're witnessing. And we're so much family. I'm going to show you how much family we are. Miss Angela Sutherland is the daughter of two of our graduating seniors this afternoon. Steve Sutherland. The next item on our program is the keynote address. Mrs. Constance Gully, please come forward for the introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McClure. That's really hard to follow. I'm having a hard time this morning. This really is a family affair. This is a big deal, and it's getting better and better as we go along this afternoon. Congratulations, Lee and Bebo. Chairwoman Cook, members of the Board of Regents, President Walker, President Emeritus Dr. Givens, platform guests, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2012-2013. Good afternoon, and congratulations once again to the graduates. I am honored and elated to have the opportunity to introduce our esteemed keynote speaker this morning. The family theme continues. This is really a big deal. His bio is included in the printed program, and additional details will be shared later in this morning's ceremony. But I get a chance to talk about some important things about Tony Thompson and his connection to Harris-Stowe State University. As Michelle mentioned earlier, he's the CEO and chairman of the board of Kwame Building Group. But today I want to talk about a few details of why Tony Thompson is important to Harris-Stowe State University and what he has meant, and why the class of 2012 and all who hear this address today are in for a treat. As the chair of the Campus Expansion Committee, I personally have had the opportunity to work with Kwame Building Group's team on the construction of this very building that we're in today. This building opened in 2003. In addition to that, the Anheuser-Busch School of Business that opened in 2005, Kwame Building Group did the construction management on that project. Gillespie Residence Hall and Student Center that opened in 2006, Kwame Building Group. The Clay Early Childhood Center that opened in 2009, Kwame Building Group. In the fall of 2011, we opened the second residence hall. Kwame Building Group did the construction management. And most recently, the preservation of the Vashon Center, which was funded by a $1 million grant from the Department of Interior. The structure is preserved because of Kwame Building Group. It's the high quality service that was provided by Tony Thompson and Kwame Building Group, his team, on every project. Everyone was completed on time and within the budget. That doesn't sound like a big deal. I chair the Campus Expansion Committee and the Budget Committee. It's a big deal for Harris-Stowe State University. 15 years ago, I came here. I think we were opening the library, the AT&T library back in 1999, and the then chairman of the board, Wayman Smith, said it's amazing to see this campus sprout before our eyes. And that's literally what has happened. And it's because of the vision of Dr. Givens and people that really support Harris-Stowe State University like Tony Thompson that make those things happen. One way to describe the campus expansion of Harris-Stowe and Kwame Building Group is that we grew up together. As this campus sprouted, Kwame Building Group was expanding to 9 offices in 8 states across the country, providing construction management services not only to higher education and K-12 facilities, but rail operations, airports, and all types of infrastructure across this nation. Also, in the meantime, Tony Thompson is the kind of seed sower. While he was doing all of that, he sold half his company to the employees and started working on international operations for his firm. You might see Tony just walking through the Galleria. He's family. You might see him walking across his campus on any given day. Fortunately, the association with Harris-Stowe stretches far beyond the typical business connection. Along with his many philanthropic efforts like the Gentlemen's Club at Carnahan High School and the Tyrone Thompson Center for Nonviolence, Tony Thompson personally invests in the success of the students at Harris-Stowe State University. When the African American Business Leadership Council was founded in 2001, with a minimum contribution requirement for members of $25,000, Tony Thompson took his checkbook out, exceeded the minimum contribution, and the checks never stopped coming. I can recall a few years back, Dr. Givens got a call from Tony Thompson. He said, okay, I need to come on your campus and meet with you, get your team together. We sat in the boardroom with the president's cabinet at that time, as well as the dean of the School of Engineering for St. Louis University and his team. It was the vision of Tony Thompson to open doors for Harris-Stowe State University students to acquire engineering degrees from St. Louis University. In 2012, the agreement was signed for a 3+2 program enabling Harris-Stowe students to obtain a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Harris-Stowe State University and an engineering degree from St. Louis University, all at the rate of Harris-Stowe's tuition. This is a serious matter. At the request of Tony Thompson, his leadership team on the construction projects at Harris-Stowe State University hired interns to work at his firm that were Harris-Stowe students. We heard from Virgil Pearson earlier. I remember when he interned at Kwame Building Group. Virgil knows where every single telephone line is, where it goes and where it comes from in Bosley Hall. He really worked. It was a serious internship, and I can recall him saying, ooh, we have to give a presentation today. The interns have to present. Mr. Thompson is going to be there, and we have to present. He's coming to, see us in person, and we have to give a presentation about what we learned and what we did over the summer. And he was so excited. So this is a big deal today when we talk about family and Tony Thompson. Harris-Stowe State University and Kwame Building Group, we grew up together. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce a true friend, a seed sower. He's a friend of Harris-Stowe State University and especially to this graduating class. He's a doer, he's a giver, and a server. And we grew up together. Tony Thompson.
Thank you very much for that. And I got to say that during those presentations, Virgil gave the best presentation of all the interns that summer, so good job, Virgil. Well, first I'd like to say, this is a great honor for me, and so good morning, Harris-Stowe State University. I want to first thank Dr. Walker and my good friend, Dr. Givens, if it weren't for Dr. Givens, none of this would have been possible for our firm's growth or this institution. I want to thank the Board of Regents, the Graduation Committee, and distinguished alumni for inviting me to deliver this year's commencement address. When I was informed of my selection, as you can imagine, several thoughts went through my head, in my mind. I was like, first, why me? What have I done to deserve such an esteemed honor? I'm doing what I was raised to do by Betty and Jack Thompson. Second, can I deliver a speech worthy of occupying the 20 minutes of the intellectuals' time that they will never get back? And last, but not at all least, how can I rock this cap and gown with the proper swag and consistent with the cool of today's millennial youth. So I decided. I gotta be me. So at the end of my message, I hope that I have inspired and motivated you to live your life pursuing your dream as if your life depends on it, because it does. I will share anecdotes and advice that I've shared with my kids. So parents, trust me with your kids for a few minutes. There's nothing I would not do for my 2 kids, and if it's good enough for my kids, it should be good enough for yours. My message today is for both parents and graduates. First, parents, I've learned as a parent of a recent graduate and a college senior that your job is more crucial during this transition to independence and adulthood than at any time in their adult life or development. Our goal as parents is to teach our kids to live without us. Graduates, your life is your parents' gift to you, and what you do with it is your gift back to them. Thank you. Now, I have a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. The bad news is that your learning and search for wisdom does not end today. You will continue to learn and be amazed at how much you don't know as you grow older. The good news is today is the first day of your new educational experience, and you have me as your first instructor. While I'm not the strapping young Methodist progressive I used to be, I am still full of energy, hope, and optimism for the future of our society. What separates me from all of you? Not much. There's nothing special about me. I'm not a genius. I'm not an exceptionally gifted athlete. I don't possess Denzel Washington good looks, or do I? What I do have is passion and a desire to be the best that I can possibly be. A male I am, a man I grew to be, a father I'm proud to be, an engineer I worked hard to be, but black I must be. If we all believe that Africa is the cradle of civilization, and my ancestors were able to survive the horrific experience of slavery when those taken were not the weak or the slick or the slow or the intellectually inferior, they were the strong, the wise, innovative, with survival instincts unseen. We Americans have withstood the scars of the Holocaust, Jim Crow, civil wars, plagues, financial and natural disasters, but stand today as the greatest nation on earth. Millions died during the slave trade, during that transit, stacked in the ships of Hull like sardines for weeks, chained together and lying next to dead bodies, arriving at the new land, chained to individuals unknown, where millions more died from disease and violence. Well, let's fast forward to today, where we are the descendants of the strongest and the brightest that Africa had to offer. That serves as a reminder to me every day. It reminds me every day that this is in my DNA to do what I'm doing. It does us no good to brag about the increased number of MBAs and PhDs if we're miseducated, as Carter G. Woodson said in his book, The Miseducation of the Negro. The fact that I have 2 undergraduate degrees, technical degrees, 2 graduate degrees is no coincidence. It was necessary to give me credibility in an industry dominated by white males who did not have a comfortable track record or a healthy experience with other minorities. I needed to be prepared when opportunity arose. Sometimes you have to create your own opportunity. After high school, I attended the School of Engineering, where I was one of the first African American to graduate from the architectural engineering program. And during that time, I was wondering why we didn't have more African Americans graduate from the program. So I took it upon myself to go visit the dean. I asked the dean of the School of Architecture, why didn't we have more African Americans in the program, or women for that matter? He looked at me and said, blacks didn't have the aptitude it took to be architects. Upon graduating, I went to work for the United States Army Corps of Engineers, where I was a civil engineer and I worked at the Locker Dam 26 project, which was the largest public project in the country at the time. I always knew I wanted to have my own business, but I didn't know in what specific area. That's why experience through internships and summer jobs are so critical, Virgil. While giving a tour to a group of engineers one day, a couple of gentlemen came up to me, remembered me from a summer job I had once at Monsanto, and they asked if I was still interested to coming back and work there. I wasn't looking for a job. I was naive. I was happy doing what I was doing, making more money than I ever made in my life, still staying at home with my parents. So I went and asked my boss, which some of you wouldn't do today. He suggested I take the job because he knew of my enthusiasm for learning and my passion for design, and knew that when that job ended, I was going to have to travel, but at Monsanto, there were going to be greater opportunities. So I accepted. Went to the Crummick plant. I worked as a mechanical engineer for a few years, working on such projects as designing the diphosphate pentasulfide conveyor system from dichlorobenzene crystallizers, and there are stories behind that. But there are two things that you don't want to do in a chemical plant. The first one is you never hold your hand under any dripping liquids. The second is you never want to walk across any manhole covers. There's another story there. If you catch me later, I'll tell you all about it. I began working on my MBA while working during the day and traveling a lot, and I would design home expansions on the side on weekends and provide rehab design work for individuals. And while in MBA class, I met an individual who worked for the world's largest brewery, Anheuser-Busch, and said that they were looking for someone with my background, with the field experience, design experience, to come work in the construction management group. He said that, you should apply to this ad that's going to be in the paper this weekend, looking for this job. And by the way, give me your resume and I'll take it in to my boss and see what I can do. Well, I got a rejection letter in the mail one day, and got called for an interview the next day. So never underestimate the power of relationships. So I worked at Anheuser-Busch for 9.5 years, responsible for human resource projects at 11 of the 13 breweries, experiencing tremendous highs and lows. Some of the great highs were various projects, but more importantly, meeting people like Thelma Cook and Mr. Wayman Smith, who were mentors to me while I was at that program. But some of the lows, I had one of my admired, respected managers once tell me a story. When he worked for the brewery years ago, his mother worked for the brewery, and they were preparing for a big party, and we were sitting there, a gentleman was sitting next to me, and he finished the story and said, well, we had to go back and take all the wine bottles off the table, because all those niggers steal. Yeah, I looked just like that too when he said it. And I was stunned, I was young, needless to say, our relationship was never the same, but that just inspired me to be stronger. I went on to provide the design and construction for a lot of the Bud Dry laboratories throughout the brewery. Those of you who remember the Bud Dry project, it was a premier brand, was a clean, high-quality brew, but there was only a few breweries that produced it. So I learned the best deterrent to racism or sexism or any other type of ism is excellence. It was my travel. Thank you. It was my travel schedule and night classes that allowed me to work on my business plan at night and hone my entrepreneurial skills. I also, at time when I began mentoring during that period in the public schools while I was in town, I developed a business plan and I completed my MBA before I left AB, and I was confident when I left AB, and I talked to people like Wayman Smith about my plans. And I chose to leave Anheuser-Busch when I grew confident in myself and I could no longer afford to stay. And I knew I could do better on my own. Once prepared and confident, I presented my business plan to a wealthy local African-American businessman. Some of you may remember the name, Colonel Clifton Gates, from whom I was seeking funding for my project to pursue my dream. When I finished presenting my plan to him, because I gave him the same respect I would give any banker. He was in his plush downtown Clayton office. When I finished, he asked me why I needed the money. After being stunned for a second, I was like, I just gave you the presentation. But he said, well, why do you need the money? I said, well, I need the office space. He slid his keys over to me and gave me the code to the password to the alarm system. I asked again. He asked me again, why do you need the money? I replied, stuttering, I'm still in shock from the previous response, to add a phone line in the office space. He said, well, I'll have a line put in for you tomorrow. Then he asked again, why do you need the money? I ran out of reasons and moved into the space where I spent that entire year developing business. Clearly, he gave me, because I had no worries about rent or utilities, but he taught me a valuable lesson, took away all the excuses to make me get out there and hustle on my own to build the business by taking away all those obstacles. And that's why today I try to give back whenever I can and as often as I can. And so now, 70 plus years later, 70 plus employees later, we have offices in Dallas, Seattle. I just recently opened an office in Accra, Ghana. We have completed assignments from the list that you heard here at Harris-Stowe State University to Pittsburgh, Oklahoma, and Florida. And now we're listed on Engineering News Record top 100 construction managers in the United States of America. Now, I'm sure you have all heard or seen the reports that say your generation is the first to not exceed the success of their parents. Well, I disagree. You are smarter, more impatient, less forgiving, more creative, more innovative, and more willing to take risks. Ralph Waldo Emerson's quote that I believe strongly said, "The imitator dooms himself to hopeless mediocrity." You must not copy your parents, you must be better. Strive to exceed your parents' expectations by striving to be better. You're not a product of your environment, you're a product of your own expectations. You have qualities your parents never had. However, you must define success for yourself. Success means different things to different people. For some, it means having a lot of money, big cars, fancy homes, taking exotic vacations. For some, it means living comfortably, modestly, while giving back to the world that has given you so much. I believe you can do both. If it's important to you, here's how. Take all the qualities you possess and write down your goals. Start with the ultimate goal and list the series of milestones or smaller goals it will take to reach that ultimate goal. Find your passion, the one thing you know you are better at than anyone else in the world. And that one thing that because you will enjoy doing it every day, even if you never got paid a dime to do it, it will come easy to you. If you are living your passion on your path to success, you will enjoy life. In order to enjoy life, you must enjoy the process. If you do not enjoy the process, then you're not living. This quote by writings of Bessie Anderson Stacy sums it up. Quote, "To laugh often and love much, to win the respect of intelligent persons and affection of children, to earn the approbation of honest citizens and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to give of oneself, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child or garden patch or a redeemed social condition, to have played and laughed with enthusiasm and sung with exultation, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded." As an entrepreneur, I quickly realized the importance of leadership and passion. I understand what it means to be a serious person who should be taken seriously. You should strive for respect versus being liked. Too often, we seek the love and acceptance versus respect and serious consideration. You must define and set standards of excellence for yourself. Do not allow others to define you. Do not let others set or define excellence for you. Too often, individuals come to me seeking employment, yet they assume their presence in top schools or coming from major corporations entitle them to be in a position of authority and leadership in my organization, only to learn that my expectations were higher than theirs. Your future employers will be seeking a confident, self-motivated leader who is not afraid of taking risks and taking charge. In order to be irreplaceable, one must be different and bring value to that organization. You must understand how your role in the organization affects the bottom line of that organization, because the bottom line is the bottom line. I've had to fire and terminate very educated people with PhDs and PEs who were not leaders, who did not show empathy or respect for the women in my organization or the guys in or minority or ethnic groups or the LGBT community. They didn't show any respect or lack of loyalty, no commitment to customer service, all the things that they may not teach you in school. but important lessons only learned through living. But you can't live with your eyes closed or walking on eggshells. If you live with passion, you learn and learn to love. You will be happy every day in pursuit of your dream. If you reach your goal, your pursuit and struggle was worth it. If you fall short of your goal but enjoy the process, you have lived well. If you follow a path chasing a superficial goal of success called money but did not enjoy the process, was your life's work worth it? If you fall short, was it worth the pain and stress and unhappiness you went through? Will you have the mental or physical capacity to enjoy it? How long on this earth will you even have left to begin living a life of success? My personal philosophy puts it in simple terms. Let's divide your life into two parts. You're about to embark upon the beginning of the first half of your adult life, a journey that will define the future of our society. This is the time for you to take chances, take risks, explore your options, and live for yourself while exploring the world. Be bold and selfish while you find your passion. The second half of your life, on the other hand, should be lived for others, making the world better, assist the less fortunate, serve the underserved. No one gets through this world alone with no assistance. Now, depending on how long you think you're going to live, you decide when that second half is, but I know I'm on the second. So now, ladies and germs, just want to see if y'all are paying attention. I have here in my hand, I have a little special list of the top 10 pieces of advice that I've picked up over my 52 years, so you might want to take notes. Number 10, never let the fear of difficulty prevent action. Number 9, no credit is better than bad credit, and no deal is better than a bad deal. Number 8, and this came from my mother, don't accumulate too many enemies at one time. Number 7, never borrow more than you need. Starting out, all you can't get from your parents, you probably don't need anyway, unless you're starting out a new iPhone or Tesla or something. Number 6, in your professional work world, no one cares what you think or how you feel but your mother. Be decisive. Number 5, thieves look for theft. Number 4, buy what you want once you have what you need. Number 3, not only learn to read between the lines. Number 2, and I got this from a t-shirt which tells you can learn from any place. You deserve what you settle for. And the number one piece of advice I picked up over my 52 years on this earth, I got from numerous sources, but this one came from Dr. Seuss. It said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Now, I talked a lot about giving, so before I close, I got a little small something I want to share with you. So I basically talked about giving and how it's never too late to give. So I got a little note for each one of the graduates under your seat right now. Look, reach under the bottom of your seat, pull it up. And I spread $15,000 out here in some cash in the money. It's in different denominations, from $50 to $100. Now, hold up. It's small denominations, like it's $50 here, $100 there. It ain't no big. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Before you get happy here, well, thank you. We're here, hold on. There's one catch to it. There's always a catch. See, I talked about giving back, right? So I want the university to have somebody stand back there with a box or something, because what I want is hey, how many of you, hey, it's your choice, it's yours. But how many of you you can do two things. You can keep it, or you can donate it back to the university. I'm gonna leave that up to you. So we're gonna have a box waiting out in the back, all right? So, in closing, and in the words of my mother, Betty Thompson, you have a minute with 60 seconds in it. It's forced upon you. You can't refuse it. You didn't seek it, and you didn't choose it, but it's up to you to use it. So congratulations, class 2013, and have a great day and a great life.
Oh, here it is.
I think people are pulling face from an empty seat. Just yeah.
Well, he's getting them.
Okay.
Chris Miller's getting them. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. It is so hard to follow a speech like that. I'm speechless. Speechless. So graduates, you have heard the words of wisdom from Mr. Thompson. You have the opportunity to give, and you may do that as you exit the auditorium when we depart from the auditorium this afternoon. Mr. Thompson, thank you for that stirring keynote address. You have provided our students with an absolute gem, and I believe that they will definitely remember this commencement speech from years to come. And I know that our graduates will definitely cherish the inspiring remarks that you provided for us. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, in classes of 2012, 2013, please give Mr. Thompson another Harris-Stowe round of applause. At this time, I would like to introduce the 2013 Distinguished Alumni Awards, who were honored at a special ceremony on the afternoon of May the 10th. We have asked for them to be with us today to be acknowledged by the entire Harris-Stowe community. I urge everyone to please consult the section of your printed program, which presents a brief biography of each awardee. I know you will be proud of them as we are. Please hold your applause until all the names have been called. Will the awardees please stand as your name is called? Mama Lisa Gage, President, Founder, and Artistic Director of Fundisha Enterprises. Please hold your applause. Mr. Leonard C. Johnson III, Deputy Chief of Staff in the Office of the Treasurer, City of St. Louis. And Dr. James Wemke, Executive Director of Secondary Education for the Rockwood School District, who could not be with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please give our 2013 Distinguished Alumni Award recipients a round of applause. We are extremely honored to receive at this time the candidates for the Harris-Stowe State University honorary doctorate degrees. Regent Hollingsworth will introduce the first candidate and read the citation. Regent Hollingsworth.
Thank you. Good afternoon. We're thrilled to have the speaker you just heard as one of our honorary persons today. You already know a great deal about him, and there's a summary of his accomplishments in your program. So please take a look at that and learn more about Mr. Thompson. I would just like to say a few additional words about this outstanding person. Mr. Thompson is CEO and chairman of the board of Kwame Building Group, Incorporated, which he founded in 1991. Kwame is a construction and management firm and has been involved in some of St. Louis's largest construction projects, including the Lambert St. Louis International Airport expansion and the new Busch Stadium. Prior to forming Kwame, Mr. Thompson served as project engineer for the Anheuser-Busch companies and as a mechanical engineer for Monsanto Chemical Company, and as a construction engineer for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Mr. Thompson earned his master's degree in civil engineering from Washington University and his MBA in finance from Webster University. Tony is a member of United Way Charmaine Chapman Society, is passionate about giving back, and as you can see, a very generous man. Along with some of Kwame's male engineers, Thompson mentors students at the Carnahan School in South City. He is also the founder of the Tyrone Thompson Institute of Nonviolence. Mr. Thompson and his wife, Kim, began the Kwame Foundation in 2000 to provide scholarships for African American students at several colleges and universities throughout the United States. Kwame has been recognized as one of 48 companies most supportive of historically Black colleges and university engineering schools. Children's education and health have become two causes Mr. Thompson champions. He was quoted as saying, "You should leave the world a better place than when you got here." And he is doing just that, as you've seen today. Will Mr. Anthony Thompson please come to the podium, and will all members of the Board of Regents please stand? Chairwoman Cook and members of the Harris-Stowe State University Board of Regents, because of the lasting contributions Mr. Thompson has made to our historic institution, the St. Louis region, the state of Missouri, and the United States, I am honored to present to you Mr. Anthony Thompson for the conferral of the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with a recommendation that his name be inscribed on the university's list of illustrious honorary sons and daughters. Congratulations.
Yes. Mr. Thompson, it is with great a sense of pleasure and honor that, in the name of Harris-Stowe State University, I confer upon you this day the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters and ask you to receive the symbols of this great recognition, the doctoral hood and the doctoral diploma.
my friend, let me be the first to refer you as Dr. Tony. There was no envelope under my seat. What? This is true family. I have the honor to do a wonderful deed today for a friend of more than 40 years. A summary of Attorney Wayman F. Smith's accomplishments are provided in today's printed program, and I urge each of you to read it. Now I would like to say a few words about my very dear friend, Wayman Smith. Wayman Smith is co-founder of the Smith Partnership PC Attorneys and Counselors. He earned his Juris Doctor's degree from Howard University School of Law, and his undergraduate degree in Business Administration was earned from Monmouth College in West Long Branch, New Jersey. For several years, Wayman served as Vice President of Corporate Affairs for Anheuser-Busch Companies in St. Louis, Missouri. He was also a member of the Board of Directors of the company's largest subsidiary, Anheuser-Busch, Inc. Prior to joining Anheuser-Busch, Mr. Smith was a partner in the law firm of Wilson, Smith, and McCullum. He has been a judge in the St. Louis Municipal Court. He has held the position of Director of Missouri Commission on Human Rights. He served 12 years of public service as a member of the St. Louis Board of Aldermen. Attorney Smith also served as President of the Board of Commissioners for the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. Active in numerous civic and community organizations, Attorney Smith served as Director of the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis and on the boards of the St. Louis Symphony, the Arts and Education Council, Rankin Technical College, Junior Achievement of Mississippi Valley, Backstoppers, St. Louis Metropolitan YMCA, and Board of Trustees of the St. Louis Regional Education and Public Television Commission. Attorney Smith is Chairman Emeritus of the Board of Regents for Harris-Stowe State University, a member of the National Association of Sickle Cell Disease, Inc., the Urban League, the Congressional Black Caucus, the NAACP Special Contribution Fund, and Chairman Emeritus of both the trustees of Howard University, and named distinguished alumni of both Howard University and Monmouth College. Attorney Smith is a member of, listen to this, the American Bar, the Missouri Bar, the local Mound City Bar, the National Bar Association. That is a true honor. He and his wife, Susan, continue to serve and give back to the St. Louis metropolitan community. Will my friend, Wayman F. Smith, please come to the podium, and will all the Board of Regents rise? Chairwoman Cook and members of the Harris-Stowe State University's Board of Regents, because of the lasting contributions of our beloved brother, Wayman Smith, to this historic institution, our city, the entire St. Louis metropolitan region, the state of Missouri, and our nation, I am greatly pleased and highly honored to present to you, my friend, Attorney Wayman F. Smith III, for the conferral of the degree of Doctors of Law, with the recommendation that his name be inscribed on the university's list of illustrious honorary sons and daughters. And as our friend John Legend might say, you are the very best that there ever was.
Let me read something about it first. You get ready? Okay. Attorney Smith, it is with great pleasure and honor that we here at Harris-Stowe State University confer upon you this day the degree of Doctor of Laws and ask that you receive its symbols, the doctoral hood and the doctoral diploma.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations, sir.
Well, good afternoon. I am thrilled today to have the opportunity to recognize a remarkable individual, Charles H. Hessel. A summary of some of his remarkable accomplishments are printed in your program, but I am absolutely delighted to say a few words about this extraordinary gentleman and dear friend of mine. Charles Hessel began his lifelong love of animals working at an exotic animal business prior to joining the staff of the St. Louis Zoo in 1963 as an exotic reptile keeper. In 1964, he was appointed assistant curator, during which time he established the zoo's education department. By 1982, he had become the director of the St. Louis Zoo. As director, he was responsible for the care and needs of 5,000 animals. He and his staff also hosted 2.8 million guests who visit the zoo each year. Mr. Hessel's visionary leadership is evident in the exhibits at the zoo, like the Monsanto Insectarium, the River's Edge, the Penguin and Puffin Coast, and the Emerson Children's Zoo. As a special tribute to Mr. Hessel, you can find a statue of him in front of his beloved herpetarium. Upon his retirement in 2002, Mr. Hessel was named Director Emeritus. And in 2003, the American Zoo and Aquarium Association presented Mr. Hessel with the R. Marlin Perkins Award, the AZA's highest individual honor. Mr. Hessel is Vice Chairman Emeritus of Harris-Stowe State University Board of Regents after serving more than 12 years. He is the past president of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums and is a member of numerous professional organizations. Mr. Hessel has organized professional vampire bat and reptile expeditions to Mexico and many photographic safaris to South Africa, Zimbabwe and Botswana, Kenya, and Tanzania, where he also climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. Charlie and his wife, Marilyn, who have been married for 61 years, have traveled extensively throughout Western Australia, New Guinea, the Peruvian Amazon, and many other places around the globe. Charlie Hessel is a contributor to scientific, environmental, and zoological publications, and is an active presenter at conferences of his peers. Mr. Hessel was born and raised in St. Louis and is a product of the St. Louis public school system, including Harris-Stowe Teachers College, where he received his Associates of Art Communication. He has been awarded honorary doctorate degrees from Maryville College, St. Louis University, and the University of Missouri St. Louis, and has previously received the Distinguished Alumnus Award from Harris-Stowe State College. Will Mr. Charles H. Hessel please come to the podium, and will the members of the board please stand. Chairwoman Cook and members of the Harris-Stowe State University Board of Regents, because of the lasting contributions Mr. Hessel has made to our historic institution, our city, our entire metropolitan region, Missouri, our United States of America, and the globe, we are especially pleased and highly honored to present to you Mr. Charles H. Hessel, or Charlie as we love to call him, for the conferral of the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. With this recommendation that his name be inscribed on the university list of illustrious honorary sons and daughters.
Mr. Hassel, it is with a great sense of honor and pleasure that, in the name of Harris-Stowe State University, I confer upon you this day the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters and ask you to receive its symbols, the doctoral hood and the doctoral diploma. Congratulations. By the authority vested in me by the state of Missouri as president of Harris-Stowe State University and the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you, Mr. Anthony Thompson, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, and upon you, Attorney Wayne Smith, the degree of Doctor of Laws, and upon you, Mr. Charles Hessel, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. In doing so, I declare you now, let me find my page, honorary sons of Harris-Stowe State University, and I say to all of you, congratulations.
And now, the moments you all have been waiting for. Will Dr. Dwayne Smith, Vice President for Academic Affairs, please come forward to the podium to present the candidates for the degree of the Bachelor of Science.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise? Dr. Walker, I have the great honor and privilege of presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the degree programs of Accounting, Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Hospitality and Tourism Management, Information Science and Computer Technology, Teacher Education, which includes early childhood, elementary education, middle school education, secondary education, and educational studies, biology, criminal justice, mathematics, professional interdisciplinary studies, and urban affairs. On behalf of the faculty and administration of Harris-Stowe State University, I certify that each candidate whose name shall hereafter be called has satisfactorily met and fulfilled all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in his or her degree program as specified by the state of Missouri, the Board of Regents of Harris-Stowe State University, and by the faculty and administration of this university. I am therefore greatly pleased to recommend that this degree of Bachelor of Science be proudly announced and conferred upon each candidate with the specific academic honors identified with his or her name, as will be announced later and as the dates cited in the official program.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Missouri and the powers granted to me by the Board of Regents of Harris-Stowe State University, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science in the degree program cited above your name in the printed program, with all of the rights and privileges and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Graduates, please be seated. Before we call the graduates to the stage to receive their diploma, I would like to remind the audience to please remain in your seats until the entire ceremony is over and the graduates have processed out of the gymnasiums. Will the graduates with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Hospitality and Tourism Management, and Information Science and Computer Technology, please rise and ascend the platform as Dr. Farah Zachary, Dean of the Anheuser-Busch School of Business, calls their names to receive the official documents representing their degree. I am happy to announce that an official photographer has been commissioned to take each graduate's photograph as he or she is congratulated by the President.
Samara Avdagech. Keith Earl Bailey. Tina Nichelle Bethay. Joel Edward Billups. Tamisha China Blanchard, magna cum laude. Kelia Lula Wade. Jordan Lewis Bossman. Laird O. Bowers III. Sharon Ann Cameron. Denise N. Chambers. Kiera Latrice Chapman. Lachey Angelique Chisholm. Jennifer Lynn Coleman. Dawn Rochelle Cox. Richard King Daniels. Marisa Day Davis. Pamela Anita Mary Davis. Jasmine Janice Dennis. Billy Joe Fair Jr. Arnitras F. Gary Wilson, magna cum laude. Michael Lee Goins Jr.
Chantel Griffin, cum laude. James Edward Guest Lefort. Janair Untina Ham. Duran Dante Hardy. Agnes Aju Highwar cum laude. Dominique Shatera Hill. Sean Renelle Hikes. Alshula Lee Ingram. Igabu Levinas Inoridi. Moraya Dana Janie Jarrett cum laude. Shermia Mira Nicole Kimball. Sherman Awan Lindsay. Jolise Michael Marshall Jr. Katrine Denise Moore. Reginald Thompson Thomas Moore. Tierra Denise Morris. Deika Morguda. Iman P. Muldrow cum laude. Andre Lamar Oates. Kia Tasha Owens. Virgil Lamont Pearson. Logan Ross Peters cum laude. Delisa Monique Phillips. Kobe K. Poindexter. Stephanie Martina Ponder, magna cum laude. Victoria Bridget Pruitt. Constance Dolores Rogers. Anthony Derek Ruffin Jr. Sherry A. Safuri. Gabrielle Shields.
Markeisha Latonia Simpson. Ilana Jane Sin. Sunita Shanae, small cum laude. Danita Chanel Smith. Sierra Tanisha Staples. Leah B. Sutherland, summa cum laude. Stephen C. Sutherland. Brittany Michelle Sylvester. Martise O'Brien Temple Jr. Estonia Darnell Tucker. Lamar A. Watson. Isidore Michael Wayne II. Philip James Wells Jr. Jessica Renee Williams. Derwin Woolridge, magna cum laude.
Okay. Graduates, you may be seated. Will the graduates with the degree of Bachelor of Science in Education please rise and ascend the platform as Dr. Letitia Smith, Dean of the College of Education, calls their names to receive their diploma.
Sierra Caprice Brownlee, cum laude. DeAntrell Demetrius Brownlee, cum laude. Sophia Denise Chapman, cum laude. Annette Clay. Melinda Gail Countryman. Levon Shanae Davis, magna cum laude. Jeffrey T. Dean. April Maria Draper. Gregory Dunn. Linda Jean Dupart. Kayla Sue Gabar. Latasha Y. Hampton. Gloria Hockap, cum laude. Melissa S. Heyman, summa cum laude. David Rudolph Hewling, Sr. Yvonne Michelle Jefferson. Quentin Mobley, magna cum laude. Victoria Jeanette Nebuel, summa cum laude. Aviva Joy Page. Verlene McClendon Paris, cum laude. Michelle Andrea Patton. Michelle Andrea Patton. Janice Marie Phillips. Sierra Sharice Reed. Jackie Devin Robinson. Charles Alexander Roney, magna cum laude. Stephen Craig Schluckerbeer, magna cum laude. Tanya Y. Taylor. Talicia Renee Temple. Melissa Patrice Turner, cum laude. Maria Harmon Tusky, magna cum laude. Deisha Precious Vaughn, cum laude. Regina Michelle Walker. Tango Michelle Walker. Laura Denise Wallace Lakes. LaShayla Trinice White, cum laude. Charles Williams III. Juanica Quintel Williams. Tiffany Wright Vaughn.
Will the graduates with the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Biology, Criminal Justice, Mathematics, Professional Interdisciplinary Studies, and Urban Affairs please rise and ascend the platform as Dr. Lateef Adelani, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, calls their names to receive their diplomas.
Jamal S. Anderson, cum laude. Dominic Alvin Avant. Idris Jamil Aziz. Makita S. Bowen. Alicia Renee Bamber, cum laude. Greg W. Beckham, cum laude. Ryan Mattel Branson. Sierra Clashe Brown, cum laude. Donald James Buckner, the third. Jesse Maurice Chappell. Lenita Maurice Sherry, cum laude. Anastasia E. Coca, cum laude. James Andrew Coleman. Ariana Cooper, cum laude. Craig Stephen Davis. Dwayne Stephen Davis. Ebony Angelic Douglas. Esther K. Easley, cum laude. Shauna Denacia Evans. Richard Paul Gentry. Anitra Lani Harris. Ashley Chanel Hawkins. Kiera T. Henderson. Sorry, ma'am. Christine Ann Hawkins. Sarah Louise Henderson. John Enrique Henderson. Crystal Joy Nicole Huff. David Marango. Amanda Patrice Moore. Tonette L. Murphy. No? Vanita Lynn O'Neill. Thomas Patrick Oso. Sheila Marie Phillips, cum laude. Anicia L. Powell. Terika Brini Rees, cum laude. Devin Destiny Scott, cum laude. Tyra T. Scott. Eva Maria Soto. Keandra Nicole Spotville, cum laude. Tyrese M. Taylor. Fabian Anthony Thomas, cum laude. Lawrence Thomas. Talia Whitfield. Jasmine DeAshley Woods. And last but not the least, Matthew C. Wright. Summa cum laude. That's it.
You may be seated. In a time-honored tradition, we will now conduct the tassel movement ceremony. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations to each of you, our new Bachelor of Science degree holders.
Congratulations to all of our new graduates of Harris-Stowe State University. Mr. Darius Chapman, President of the Alumni Association, will now come to the podium for the Alumni Oath of Membership.
It is my great pleasure as president of Harris-Stowe State University Alumni Association to ask the graduates of the class of 2012-2013 to please stand and repeat after me. As a proud and grateful graduate of Harris-Stowe State University, I accept full membership in this institution's long-standing alumni association. In doing so, I pledge my unwavering commitment to and support of the ideals and purpose of this historic institution of the higher learning toward that end. I shall work diligently and cooperatively with this association as it endeavors to render loyal and constructive service to Harris-Stowe State University in its unending quest for excellence. This I solemnly promise and declare. Congratulations, graduates. You are graduates of Harris-Stowe State University. And members of the association, you may now be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the conclusion of the 2013 Commencement Convocation. I offer our warmest and sincere congratulations to all of our beautiful graduates. Now I would like to announce a few closing instructions. In just a minute, I will ask you to stand for the Harris-Stowe State University alma mater anthem, which will be sung by the audience and led by the university's concert chorale. Words and music were written by St. Louis's very own Julius K. Hunter and are located near the end of your program. Immediately following the alma mater, the benediction will be pronounced. You may then take your seat, and the organ will sound the music of the recessional. I ask for the audience to please remain seated until the following groups have left the auditorium in this order. First, the University Mace. Second, our platform guest. Third, the university faculty and professional staff and alumni. And last but certainly not least, the graduates. One more thing. Everyone, and I say everyone in this auditorium, is invited to join us for a reception that we will have in honor of our graduates at the Bosley Residence Dining Facility immediately following the ceremony. We really do hope to see you there because we would like to celebrate with our graduates and their families and their friends and everyone who has came to join us for this wonderful occasion. Now please stand for the alma mater anthem, followed by Evangelist Cannon pronouncing the benediction.
Step back.
Now I say to this great body of students that you are able to exceed your expectations. Whatever your expectations set before today, I encourage you to turn the page. Turn the page and raise the bar and exceed your very own expectations for your life. God has equipped you. It is in Him we live and move and have our being. And you are able to do everything that He has planned for you to do. Be encouraged as you go and get it all done. Heavenly Father, it is in your great and mighty name that we have come today to the end of this wonderful ceremony. We honor you for your greatness, your power, your ability to preserve us and bring us here today. It is in you we live and move and have our being. It is in you we have been preserved. And I pray over these students that as they go, you will open doors for them that no man can close. And if they stand before door number 1 and door number 2 and do not know which way to take, Father, close the door that must be closed and let it be that no man can open it. Now I pray your blessings upon them. I pray your favor over their life. And I pray, oh God, that you manifest yourself in such a way that they know you are with them each and every day. In Jesus' name. God, as we leave this place, keep us safe from all harm. God, let your presence be manifest and let your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen.